Before I get started with the story, let me give a shout out to Black Voltron Reloaded, who sent me the story on Discord, where you have this man, where you have two people in this picture. You have this black man by the name of Frederick Joseph and this random white woman who has her face covered, and you're about to find out why her face is covered. And I think this Frederick Joseph guy might be pretty popular, because when I typed his name into the Google without typing in keywords to pull up this picture, there were several images of him on here. So I'm not sure like if he's like some kind of media personality or whatever the case may be. But anyway, this guy was walking his dog in Williamsburg, Virginia. What have I told y'all about Virginia? In Williamsburg and all them burgs and vills. He was walking his dog, and all of a sudden this random PC woman came up to him and told him to stay in his hood. She probably said some other things, but those are the key words that stuck out. So I'm going to go ahead now and read this article that's coming from Yahoo. A woman was fired after a black man accused her of telling him and his fiance to stay in their hood while they were walking their dog at a Williamsburg park. Frederick Joseph tweeted on Sunday, "At the dog park in Brooklyn with my fiance, and this white woman was threatening to call police and told us to stay in our hood because she said she had our dog confused with another dog who had been barking loudly." So it says Williamsburg, but it says Brooklyn. So maybe this is New York. I'm guessing this is possibly New York, but I'm assumed that it was Virginia because I keep thinking, Williamsburg, Virginia. But anyway, he said he then started recording and she tried to slap the phone out of my hand. The video footage below shows Joseph behind the camera talking to the woman after the alleged exchange. The video does not show the woman telling Joseph to stay in his hood. In another tweet, Joseph identified the woman as Emma Sarley and said she was fired from her job at the software company Bevy. Insider could not reach Sarley for comment. Derek Anderson, the co-founder and CEO of Bevy, confirmed that an employee was fired but did not name anybody. At Bevy, HQ has zero tolerance for discriminatory behavior of any kind. Yesterday, an employee engaged in behavior contrary to our values and has been terminated. We apologize deeply to all involved. I personally hope some type of resolution can happen between the two parties beyond this, and it will help if I can. Bevy did not immediately reply to Insider's request for comment. In August, Facebook post by Bevy announced the hiring of an Emma Sarley as an account executive. A LinkedIn page with similar information has been deactivated as of Monday. The video Joseph shared shows him accusing her of saying to him to stay in our hood and her appearing to act shocked, as if Joseph was telling her to do it. "Did you just say that to me?" she asks. At one point, she is also seen holding her middle finger up to him. The Joseph then turns to another man and says, "I'm sorry, you were right here watching this entire thing. Did she not just stand here and tell us to stay in our hood?" The man in the video replies, "She did." In a later video, Joseph said he had been told Bevy had fired the woman. While it's unfortunate that she had to lose her job, I do think this brings up an important conversation about accountability, especially in a country where black people are marginalized people as a whole have seen so little of it. He said, "I hope Emma learns from this. I hope other people learn from this who engage in abusive, racist, and destructive behavior. Because ultimately, whether Emma lost her job or not, doesn't take away the trauma that my fiance and I have. It doesn't take away the feeling like anything racist can happen anywhere." Joseph did not immediately respond to Insider's request for comment. While I wish he did not say anything, he wished that it's unfortunate that she lost her job. No, it's not unfortunate that she lost her job. Good thing that she did lose her job. You know what this reminds me of? That Christian Walker from last year. From, at the park with the dog and everything like that with that white woman. The only difference between him and this guy is it seems that he's not being all on that forgiveness shit, at least so far as it appears. But with that part where he said about it's unfortunate that she lost her job. No, it's not. It is not. It isn't. Like they said, accountability has a place here, and this is where it stands. She must be held accountable for her actions. Point blank, period. That's how it has to be. That's just how it is. Because we are always held to be accountable. And a lot of times we're held accountable to things that we shouldn't even be held accountable for. So I'm actually looking at some pictures of him like down on the side. I'm not going to pull him up, but apparently he's an author. And he wrote a book called The Black Friend on being a better white person. So apparently he's an author based on what I just saw on his book cover. But yeah, like I said, Becky, Karen, Heather, Susan, Hannah, Anna, they all play from the same damn book all the time. And it is what it is. But now I'm finding that a lot of companies that they work for are firing them more swiftly now. Because at one point they would say, oh, we got to see how this is going to go, how this is going to play out, and this, that, and the third. But now they're being a little bit more proactive with it. And maybe it's because these are regular employees. Now, when it comes to these cops, they still be stretching out the bullshit as thin as they possibly can. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments.